Isang magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at welcome sa AgriPreneur Live. Salamat po sa inyong panonood at kung kagabi po ay nasa Bataan po tayo, ngayon naman po ay dadako tayo sa parteng Mindanao at ang makakapanayan po natin ngayon yung masasabi natin na isa sa mga haligi nung parati naming kinukwento sa inyo, itong Heaven-Bound Eco Farm na matatagpuan po sa Samal Island. At ito nga po kakaibang technology at saka organic po, kahit na napakalaki nung farm na ito, talaga pong pasok sa standards yung kanila pong ginagawa dito. So hindi ko na papatagalin kasi kasama ho natin ngayong gabi ang mismong consultant po ng Heaven-Bound Eco Farm na si Dr. Melanie Arcillas. At nasa kabilang linya na po siya. Doc Mimi, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Welcome sa AgriPreneur Live and maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon na ito at sa oras na binigay niyo po, ma'am.
Yeah, magandang gabi naman, Jiggy. Wow, it's nice to be with you again.
Po, yeah. At ma'am, pumayat kayo, ma'am. Pumayat kayo.
Ay, mabuti. That's good news. Yan, ma-inspire ako sa gagawin natin with that comment. Yeah, thank you, yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Salamat din po, ma'am. Ma'am, kwentuhan nyo kami, ano po, itong, yes. Itong Heaven-Bound Eco Farm kasi parati nating binibida dito in terms of yung mga practices na ginagawa nyo. Although nakita ko na po lahat, pero para magkaroon ulit ng idea yung mga nanonood po sa atin, ito pong Heaven-Bound Eco Farm, ano po ba ito? Ano po yung mga tanim nyo? And basically, organic ang ginagawa po nyo dito na practices. Sige nga po, pakikwentuhan
niyo. Sige. Sa pangalan na binigay natin, of course, the owner started giving that name around how many years ba before I joined. And I just realized, ako mismo nagsabi, oo nga naman, Heaven's bountiful blessing nga ito. The place is very nice. It's actually 158 hectares. Yung itong may connectivity from the highest part of Samal, that's in Samal, that is located in that place. So 158 hectares ang dinidevelop pa natin as organic. But the rest of the technology naman, ang overall 300 hectares, ay the same technology na. It's just a matter of doing some documentation in other parts of the area. So ito'y mayroong ecosystem from upland ecosystem to the coastal. So there is that connectivity. So we made sure, that's why we call that eco farm, because it's ecology farm. When we say of ecology farm, meaning technologies are actually like friendly technologies, technology that will actually sustain the resources, God-given resources, the natural resources, the land and the air and the water, everything in there, and even the fauna, flora, everything inside the farm, we want to sustain that. So Heaven-Bound is really looking at how we can enhance that and how we can put even more diverse commodities inside it to, at the same time, achieve what we so desire in terms of productivity, and at the same time also giving even better, should I say, health to the environment. So that's how we do, and it's really very challenging. So we have people with us, working with us to really achieve this. And by God's blessing, we can see already things working.
Opo, at yun hong practices nyo dito, no, hindi siya madali, and yet nagagawa ho lahat, and yung mga farm workers, yung mga employees, very cooperative, talagang tuloy-tuloy yung sakripisyo nila, nakikita rin namin, na-document ho lahat.
Yeah, na-document. Yeah, you know what? Part of building that, should I say, the character of the farm and the culture inside it is really preparing, tinawag namin yan na social preparation, preparing the workers, the farmers. They have to understand why we are doing that, why you have to change technology, why we don't need to buy inputs outside, instead we have to make it, because they might think, oh, why we need to do this? It would even easier to buy, but we have to let them understand what we are into. So
Mm.
we are guided by the principle that this is God's nature, that He owns this. We have to be good steward to this, and God, from the very start, is telling us, "Be good steward of the land that I have given you, because this land is mine." So with that, so verses showing that to us, and so verses upon verses in the Bible, that they themselves are so involved, and they began to really appreciate. And it's like we offer ourselves in order that we can also glorify God. And this is
Mm.
really the main objective of this farm. So that the culture, therefore, of the farm is really the culture of blessing. Culture of
Opo.
blessing the name of God, the culture of blessing the honor, the culture of blessing the workers and everyone there, and even the crops, the livestock. It is just simply a culture of blessing.
Opo, and, in effect yun nga po ano, yung nakita natin yung mga halimbawa tanim yung lettuce, eh,
Yeah.
hindi ho siya yung normal na lettuce na nakikita
Okay.
natin sa market. Kumbaga
Yeah.
organic siya, tas parang oversize ho, eh, ang laki niya, iba yung
Oo.
lutong, 'di ba?
Oo.
Kakaiba na
Yeah.
nagulat nga kami dun sa greenhouse niyo, eh. Tapos
Mm.
yung papaya niyo iba, yung saging na saba, iba yung laki.
Yan, maganda nga
Pero
nakita nyo, at least you
opo,
yourself can
mhm,
testify na,
oo,
wow, so this is it. When nature actually will take
hmm,
care of itself, should we say, because plants and all these vegetables, trees, they're part of nature. When everything is natural, nothing is added to it, it's complete in itself. It will give its best. Because when you say, but ang laki, but ganyan," that's just the genetic potential of those commodities, of
mhm,
those plants. Meron talaga silang potential, and how it's being expressed, because everything is provided already by nature. That makes the difference.
opo.
Mm.
Ang parang nabanggit niyo dati nung, inabutan niyo yung property,
Yeah.
eh, yung land 'di ba parang, hindi ho gano'n ka-fertile yung land niya, eh. Pero
Oo,
ngayon
yeah.
parang naka-recover na dahil ho sa practices na ginagawa niyo, ano po?
Yeah, naka-recover na kasi ang part ang Samal, there's really that big part na limestone, ano? So
Mhm,
it's a big challenge how to make it really fertile and productive. It has its own purpose, but it should not be just that. So it has to be like a complete soil fertility. So how to achieve that? So the technology really truly help us. We have to create our own soil. We have to create our own. We call that solid inputs. So we
mhm,
have to do solid inputs. That at the end of the day, it will come out the soil in itself. So we have to continuously putting this until today, because it's hilly. Some parts are hilly, so we cannot get away with some erosion. Although we put some the cover, when you say the vegetative cover to halt erosion, but we are certain and we are careful that soil is complete in itself to feed, of course, the plant itself. So
hmm,
daming technology, and this technology, our technology says everywhere you can see it. Ang problem lang naman is that putting really extra effort on doing it. Kasi
mhm,
ang gusto palaging instant. Yun naman ang nagiging concern ng agriculture everywhere, and not just in Samal, or not just here in Davao City, but all over the world, actually, the technology. So yun lang naman, going back and putting more effort to make use of what is in there. So yan ang nangyayari sa farm natin. When I arrive, yes, when I arrive, andiyan na yung mga kahoy, but it cannot fully
hmm,
cover the entire place, simply because others are rocky mountains,
mhm,
and others are so hilly and slopey, cannot be planted with agricultural crops. So yun ang mga challenges. And there are
challenge.
some areas that they can plant, and we can see plants really growing. So we know that by the environment in itself, with good soil, it's favorable in that place. Like the first commodity, which is very sensitive commodity, is mangosteen.
Mhm,
So this mangosteen thing, it requires a lot of care. So knowing that, if this can grow here and can perform this well, then therefore we have to create this kind of environment. What kind of environment that is lacking in here mostly is really the soil,
mhm,
really the soil. So we have to do a lot of making of the solid inputs that we have, and we become. We thank God, because in the latest certification we got, our solid soil, by the analysis ISO certified laboratory, we got it as a certified s- soil supplement, organic
Mhm.
soil supplement. So
Mhm.
it's not also easy because you have to achieve certain level of analysis, and indeed God blessed us with that. So we have it,
Opo.
our soil.
Yes, Doc. Actually ho, um, yung isang magandang kwento rin dun sa farm na yung ng
Yes,
Heaven Bound,
yes.
yun nung nagsimula kayo, parang ano ba yun, 1 kilong vermi lang. Pero
Mm.
ngayon parang ilang grabe alam niyo kung
Oo.
mag-produce ho ng,
Mm.
vermicompost yung,
Mm.
vermicast itong ano, Heaven Bound, bulldozer ho ang kailangan. Gano'n ho siya
Oo,
karami.
oo, karami
So,
na ngayon, and
gano'n
all
siya
areas.
karami. Isipin niyo yung
Oo,
tiyaga, yung faith na pinakita
yes.
rin nung mga workers, 'di ho ba, ma'am? Pero yun
Yeah,
nga, yung social preparation tamang-tama.
yeah. The workers really is a blessing. They
Mm,
are a blessing to the company. Kasi pag sinusundan lang nila yung mga sinasabi ni Bobby, he's the farm manager. When he
mhm, mhm,
started,
mhm, mhm,
Bobby just really started planting and all that sort, but God has given him some people and also taught him technologies like this one, vermiculture. And then God just started really putting the right people in, sina Undo, at hindi ko naman mention lahat,
mhm,
but these people really, they have their own skills already. Because some of the farmers like Ondo, no, he's the farm supervisor right now. He has already the skill of growing mangosteen. So, iyan ay pinagtagpi-tagpi ni Lord so that things can just proceed. When I entered, I don't know a lot of things that they're doing. I am technical. I can explain things, but yung hands-on, I can see that in them. I can see
mhm,
that in them, and I can explain why. Why is this working? It has to be in this combination. We do this laboratory, and if we do this way, we can get this result, things like that. But
opo.
really, the work, the labor, the love, the commitment ay nandoon. Pero ang pinaka-importante na nakita ko, Jiggy, is that the very owner, yun talaga sila, ay sold na kailangan maging organic.
Hmm,
Talagang nasa puso, nasa ano, to please the Lord. I think
mhm,
that's one of the most important things. Mahirapan yung mga workers or even kahit sino pa yan ng mga tao na may sabihin natin na pwedeng consultant or whatever, kapag hindi mag-support ang management towards it, wala talaga. So, there are part of those who are really waiting for the result, and they are very patient by doing so.
mhm,
Yun ang mga element that made the farm really truly successful.
opo.
Successful in the sense na yung mga gusto natin, so we have the experience of having certified already. So kahit hindi pa tayo ready sa market, pero we can do it. Meaning our technology passed. Our
Mhm,
technology, we were able to also qualify for our organic inputs. Meron na kaming organic foliar fertilizer. It's not easy to actually get that level. So meron na kaming tatlo from the things that we do in the laboratory. And then meron na kaming mga plant supplements, organic plant supplements. So iba-iba yun, ano. And right now, kasi hindi pa nga kami nag-market, na-establish na yun, there are added technologies coming in, which is more uh, low input agriculture, but it gives
mhm,
also return. So yun ang mga ginagawa ngayon. So exciting, walang static na nangyari sa farm, ang
opo.
dami. And we're also blessed with people. Meron kaming mga trainers, meron kaming mga practitioners, no, at the farm
Hmm,
level, na makikita din namin yung mga ginagawa nila. They have
mhm,
their own story. So
opo,
um, that's what's happening anyway in the farm right now.
opo. Tas Doc, yung, name-mention ko rin sa program kasi kinukuwento ko rin
Mm-mm.
dito na yun nga sa laboratory niyo nagpo-produce kayo ng mga fermented na ito na pala
Ah,
certified organic na pala 'tong mga 'to, yun ho ba yung binabanggit niyo
oh,
na na-certify po?
oh yeah, yun.
Opo,
Yun, yung
opo. Ang maganda rito hindi siya yung halimbawa fruit juice, fermented fruit juice, hindi siya yung tira-tira, hindi na magkakain, hindi na mapapakinabangan,
ano,
kundi
yeah,
yun yung pinaka-class A, yung
yeah,
pinakamaganda o kaya yung kinukuwento ni Ma'am Gina dati na
uh,
yung sa, itong FAA, ah,
yeah,
yun po yung hindi yung, laman loob ng isda fish amino acid, hindi ho yung laman loob ng isa. Yung pinaka-fresh na nakukuha, binibili
Yeah,
sa mga mangingisda na bagong huli.
fresh from the sea. Yeah, bagong
Opo.
huli. Yun yun,
So,
yun yung
certified na pala 'tong mga 'to na talagang
certified na
organic.
yan. For our fresh amino acid, we are working na bababa kasi lumagpas siya sa standard.
Mhm.
So it's a matter of adjusting lang, but very qualified. It's a matter of adjusting for the market. Kasi tingnan naman din yung mga, for the market, we look at not only the quality, the pricing, and all, everything yun eh, titingnan. So, but we are not yet in there sa marketing, not because we cannot do it. We can, but we have to prioritize the farm. As I've said, we just started with 158 certified organic. This is a 300 contiguous area, and then ang dami pang other areas na
Mhm.
uh, the intention kasi, Jiggy, this is in support to the business, of course, MX3, and I'm very, very happy. Mangosteen is the number one, yung talagang nakakuha, yung fermented mangosteen pulps,
Mhm.
yung pulp niya, yun ang isa na pumasa sa um, uh, organic foliar fertilizer.
Hmm.
And then, that is something that's really a real blessing kasi marami kami, majority yung mangosteen sa farm. And of course, yung guayabano, ganun.
Mhm.
Of course, in the farm, merong mga challenges. Hindi naman perfect. Meron din may mga insect attacks and all. This is just really part of the cycle of learning
Mhm. Mhm.
and even getting better technology. So kaya may mga ini-introduce ngayon na technology at the best is low input agriculture. Yung mga
Opo.
ganyan.
Mhm.
So for now, parang yan lang. We are just happy that we know how to make it work in the market because ISO certified naman din yung mga nag-analyze. So we
Mhm.
can then compete when we go to the market. At this point in time, all of the outputs actually goes to the farm. So
Mhm.
it's the farm that's really the recipient already of all these things. Plus
Opo.
added technologies at work right now.
Opo. Ma'am, bilang, panghuli po, ano ho yung, message niyo sa mga kababayan natin regarding ho sa management ng isang organic farm? Ano po yung maipapayo niyo? Especially
Yeah.
sa case niyo from, 300 parang naging 700 na ata ho yung property, hectares.
Um,
So,
yeah.
ano po ang maipapayo niyo, ma'am? Siguro
Yeah.
lalong yung pagtitiyaga, pagiging patient. Sige po, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Siguro ang pinakaimportante when you really decide to go organic, kailangan buo yung loob mo. You have to face it na with faith. Importante 'yon. And yung industry in you, yung talagang kaya ko 'to.
Hmm.
Kailangan yung willpower. It has to be that there's a lot of character needed to pursue organic kasi pwede mo namang um, kami as Christian company, when we say organic, it has to be that. So kung yun namang other farms namin hindi pa na organic, but they are really produced, yung mga products is produced as organic, no? But the same technology lang yun. We don't call them organic, we call them organically grown. We know that.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we have that distinction, we have to be truthful. So ang ipapayo ko sa lahat, if you want to go organic, I would rather advise you go organic. Hindi
Mhm.
lang yung gusto, but go organic because this is the only way to even save the earth and to sustain life naman natin. We are the consumers of all these things in the earth. Kailangan natin yung water natin, nagfo-flow lang yan, yung rain natin. If you have good agriculture, you do the right things here on the ground, you will have always good water up there. So kailangan yan, nasisira na of course although it's written no, na talaga namang mawawala itong earth. But habang wala tayo, lilinisan ito ng fire ni Lord according to the Bible. But my dear, who's really into or interested to go organic, I would say decide for it. That's the best that you can actually do for your farm. Your farm will be sustainable. The farm will give you great return beyond your expectation, even beyond what you can imagine. And when you do it, you know what? The greatest gardener is our God, the Father in heaven. So He knows when to give the rain. He knows when kung anong intensity ng light na kailangan ng mga tanim natin. Alam niya yon. Why not leave all these things to Him? So, tayo naman, kailangan natin intindihin kung ano ba ang mga dapat natin gawin. And we have to be kind with people. So when we think about doing organic, you are actually holistic in your in everything, in your heart. You can understand people, ito'y kakainin ng mga tao, ganun na concern, hindi yung negosyo lang. And so what happened, just to share and to bless everyone, ang ginawa namin, ang mga, there are people, because organic has always higher price. Yun yung isang, sabihin na lang natin, na benefit for those who do this. But you know what we did, yung harvest natin, yung we give it out. We give it out. Yung mga may mga maraming areas, even the COVID centers ngayon, yung mga ganyan, we have to give our products so that they can actually get the best food naman, kailangan nila yon. At hindi lang yan, yung mga meron kami mga bahay, pasilungan, yung mga shelter homes, we also give that, we share. So yan ang inspiration ko. If you go organic, the Lord will bless you. If you go organic, you have more products, you have more crispy, and even sabihin natin na very good harvest. So I hope you can take this as an inspiration. And hindi to kwento-kwento. Ito'y nangyayari, this is our experience, and try it. God will bless you because He said, you are caretakers of my creation. And if you obey that, obedience to other things would be made easy.
Naku, maraming salamat, Doc Mimi. At sa ulitin, marami pa tayong pwedeng pagkwentuhan.
Yes.
Yung Capernaum, di ba? Pwede nating
Oo.
kasi ang ganda ho nun. Pero i-ano natin yun para mahabaan yung kwento. So sa ulitin po, Doc, at God bless. Ingat po kayo at kumusta po sa team po ng DMI dyan sa Samal.
Makakarating. Thank you, Jiggy, for this time.
Yes po.
Regards na rin kay Marnie.
Ito katabi ko.
Oo. At saka sa team mo, ha? They're really wonderful. They're very nice.
Salamat po, Doc.
You.
Salamat po. Si Doc Melanie Arcillas, siya po ang consultant ng DMI Heavenbound Eco Farm dyan po sa Samal Island. Isa pong agronomist si Doc Mimi, kaya ho, eksperto ho talaga siya pagdating sa paghahalaman at larangan po ng agriculture. So, yun po, no? Ang dami pa hong mga nakita namin sa Heavenbound na actually hindi pa ho namin napagkwentuhan. Pero in passing nabanggit niya yung, di ba namimigay ho siya ngayon, sila ngayon ng pagkain at products. Pero ang parang rule dyan nung Heavenbound team, wag yung hindi makakain. Kailangan yung the best na produce. In fact, yun pong unang harvest nila na pinakamagaganda binibigay sa mga farmers nila. Ganun ho siya. So, tama din yung point niya na sustainability, kailangan, di ba, maibalik yung nutrisyon ng lupa. Alam nyo, mahirap talaga hong practice yun, challenge yun, pero in-offer na nila sa Panginoon yun to glorify the Lord. Yun yung parat na sinasabi na to God be the glory. Para mabigyan nila karangalan, pagbubutihin nila yung ginagawa. At ang epekto, Diyos ko, lahat ng certification sumobra pa nga sa standards ng international standards ng pagiging organic. So the downgrade, sila pa magda-downgrade ng konti. At hindi ako nabibiro, yung lettuce nga ho na tanim nila oversized. Hindi dahil sa fertilizer, pero dahil organic siya at tama ho yung pamamaraan. So sana ma-practice din talaga yan yung mga ganyang modelo, ganyang mga learning sa ibang sites kasi alam nyo may mga sa dami ho nang na-interview namin dito, may mga government official na nagkukwento sa amin behind the camera na nako minsan pag talagang pinondohan ng trader yan, wala nang pakialam yung nagpopondo kundi sabihin sa farmer magtanim ka. Todo mo na yung pesticide, todo mo na yung kung anong chemical input ang pwede dyan, basta lang makapag-anit, kumita ko. So, pagka ganun ang practice, ang patay dun yung consumer kasi food safety. Sa dami rin ho nang naiikot ko at nakikita ko yung practices, mapapaisip ka rin minsan, ito bang partikular na pagkain na 'to, ihahain mo pa, 'di ba? Parang gusto mo na lang talagang magtanim nung kakainin mo, pero siyempre imposible din 'yun kasi hindi mo naman talaga magagawa lahat 'yun. So, pipiliin mo na lang talaga yung pinakamagaganda na ihahain mo sa pamilya. Kaya yung tamang balanse ho kasi yan ng economics at saka po agriculture, 'di ba? Economics in the sense na gustong kumita ng isang grupo, pero sana 'wag ma-sacrifice yung quality, yung safety ng pagkain. Kaya ganun ho ang maganda naman dito sa DMI, yung kanilang produce, pina-process nila into supplement at nauwi sa mga botika, sa mga tindahan bilang MX3. Yun ho yun. So, in short, yung supplement na yun, very safe i-take. Number 2, yung kanilang mga raw na prutas, although hindi naman nila binebeta, pina-process pa rin nila into ito nga yung mga fermented juice, yun nga naging organic inputs na rin. Pero sobrang safe din ng mga to kasi nung pwedeng inumin finiture namin sa AgriPreneur sa ganda nung quality niya, para siyang probiotics, para kami inom ng Yakult. Yun ho yung klase ng kanilang mga produkto, kaya ibang klase. And maganda doon, meron nga silang social preparation, tama yung mentality, yung attitude, hindi basta makaproduce, kundi to produce the best, kasi nga offering nila yun kay Lord. So, ang ganda ang balance, no? At makikita nyo rin, hindi man natin pag-usapan dito ho yung income at capacity nitong Heaven-Bound Eco Farm. From 300 hectares nung na-feature namin bago mag-pandemic, 300. 158 pala dun organic kasi tinatrabaho pa nila yung papers ng iba para maging certified. Pero organically grown na yung tanim dun. So 158 expanded to 300 to 700 hectares. Ibang klase. At ang baba ito ng mga tao dun. So wala kayong masasabi. Sana ho dumating yung time na i-open nila sa public para makita nyo yung sinasabi ko. Pero as of now, sila muna. Medyo yun nga, technical yung ginagawa nila doon. At ito yung binabanggit ko kagabi rin, yung in-interview natin si Mama Joey ng Bataan Provincial Agri Office. Ito yung binabanggit kong example ng use of Israeli technology. So, yung presence of Israeli technology, kita ho dito sa Heaven-Bound Eco Farm. So, marami pa tayong babalikan ho natin si Doc Mimit. Marami pa tayo maririnig sa kanya. Magbasa na ho tayo ng text messages. Doc Mimit, thank you and see you again. Sino to? Aba, JL, magandang gabi sa'yo. Kumusta ka na? Good evening po, watching. Jack na Belgas, magandang gabi sa mga taga Hong Kong. Ingat po kayo dyan. Salamat po, Miss Jackie. Ronaldo Gomez Katapang. Good evening, Jiggy, watching from Bulacan. Salamat po. Victorino Gidran. Mang Vic, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Thank you sa panonood. Ma'am Mags, magandang gabi po at kumusta sa mga taga Central Luzon State U. Salamat po. Mang Melchor, magandang gabi at yung ubi natin alam mo na, next year. Thank you. Si Mang Melchor farmer sa Mataas na Kahoy, Batangas at tinutulungan natin siyang malink sa mga market. So marami ho tayong na meet na mga farmers. So hintay-hintay lang ho kayo. Meron ho tayong mga kinakausap para ho matulungan po kayo sa inyo pong mga paninda at mga produkto. Ano po? Salamat po. Marialita Francisco Manang Leeds, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Yomay, happy Wednesday, wala akong utang. Thank you. Erlinda Nimes Mercader, gandang gabi po, watching always from San Jose City, Nueva Ecija. Gandang gabi po at kumusta ho sa kaibigan natin din dyan sa San Jose, si Sir James Yulago, magandang gabi po, Sir James. Ruth Enriquez, good evening po. From Pila, Laguna, God bless po, stay safe. Salamat po, Ruth. Jam Louis Ignacio, good evening, Sir Jiggy, watching from Bulacan. Salamat po. Lita De Torres Abdon, good evening po, watching from Candelaria, Quezon. Salamat po, ma'am. Alvin Lagunero, gandang gabi po, Sir Jiggy, from Barangay Anos, Tayabas, Quezon po. Salamat po. SMP, nasaan ka? Good evening. Lady Lee Olivario Bagasbas, good evening po, watching from Albay. Thank you. Alfredo Aureliano Yamat, good evening po, Sir Jiggy, watching from Santa Elena, Cam Norte. Aba, good evening mo sa inyo. Carmencita Brico, hi po, Sir Jiggy, watching from San Antonio, Kalayaan, Laguna. Salamat po. Ate Prin, good evening. Princess Gubote Torres, good evening po. Cesar De Torres, aba, back to back. Ang Cesar, gandang gabi. Good evening po. Bernard Beltran, watching from Camarin, Caloocan City. Shout out po sa amin ni Ate Dang, Ate Luz, Kuya Marlon, at syempre sa aming mahal na konsehala MU. Maraming salamat po sa programang AgriPreneur. Salamat, Sir Bern. Lambana ng Kalikasan, good evening, Sir Jiggy, avid viewer from Tayabas, Quezon. Good evening po. Kabahog Swerte Analisa, good evening, Sir Jiggy. Salamat po. Ma'am Juliet, good evening po sa inyo. Tita Oli at mga taga-Picard, more power din po. Salamat po. Naida S. Baruel Tanay, watching from CLSU po. God bless, Sir Jiggy. Salamat po. Miss Janet, good evening. At sa mga taga-Dapdapan ES, good evening din. At ano ba yung farm na pinost mo? Game organic ha? Kumaya ka sa Heaven Bound. Dranre Paragas Resuelio, mabuhay sa AgriPreneur, Sir Jiggy, no, ay maraming may kahit na tulad namin mag-invest sa agriculture. Aba, bago ho kayo mag-invest, siguraduhin yung defined yung gagawin nyo para yan, katulad nung Heaven Bound, alam nila, organic, go organic ang kanilang tinutulak. So, syempre may challenges, di ba? Mahirap sa simula, pero once makuha niyo yung cycle niyan, dire-diretso na din yan. Salamat po. Alma Racinto, hello po, good evening po, more power po, watching from Lipa City, Batangas, God bless you. More po, salamat. Aling Josefa, good evening, at sa mga OFW po sa Hong Kong, salamat po. Abner Gonzalez, good evening, Sir Jiggy, salamat po, panibagong kaalaman, salamat po na share ng Heaven Bound. God bless. Mabuhay po ang AgriPreneur. Thank you. Ale Chavez, good evening po. God bless po. Salamat po at sa mga taga-Adores Farm, Mabitak, Laguna. Salamat ho. Lenila Bernardo Benaventura. Hello po, Sir Jiggy, watching from Orani, Bataan. Regards po. Salamat po, ma'am. Julie Balole, Sir Jiggy, may mare-recommend po ba kayo na program para sa mga gusto magsimula pa lang sa farming? Thanks in advance, sir. Meron po mga libreng training sa online, yung Agricultural Training Institute. I-access nyo lang po kung saan kayong area. Halimbawa, Region 1 o kaya Region 4, ganyan po. So may mga libreng training ho yun. Meron din sila, marami na hong training. So halimbawa, organic farming, yan. Pwede kayong manood doon, or kung may mga bagong training, may certificate na binibigay after nung isang 2-3 day training period. Ano po? So kailangan nyo mag-register doon. Salamat po. Tintin. Aba, Miss Titin. Ay, Tito G, musta na? Tin and Salvi. Tito Salvi, kumusta na po kayo? At si Veronique, kumusta na kayo? Gamaniel Valenzuela. Good evening po, Sir Jiggy. More power po. Salamat po. Boy Jem Nosmas. Hello po, Sir Jiggy Manicad, watching always here in San Fran, Agusan del Sur. Yan. Ako, maraming salamat po sa inyo, and I hope na inspire ho kayo ng mga practices ng Heaven Bound Eco Farm. At bukas po ulit, alas 8 ng gabi, bago tayo magpaalam, pasalamat muna tayo kay Lord sa pagkakataon na makapag-ere ulit. And as always, to God be the glory. Bukas po, alas 8 ng gabi, ako po si Jiggy Manicad, at ito po ang AgriPreneur Live.
Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Connect-A-Card, Isuzu Travis, The North Face,